Hi, everyone, and welcome to an overview demo of Desk.com, the solution that helps you deliver fast, awesome customer service that will knock your customer socks off. My name is Kira Cho, and I'm part of the product marketing team here at Desk.com. Right next to me, I have Matt Shabrier. He is our superstar sales engineer. So let's dive right into the content because we know that your time is extremely valuable. And saving you time is what we are all here about at Desk.com. We know that small businesses face some really unique support challenges, and one of those is around time. You've got so much to do, but so little time. So how do you make the most of it? Beyond this challenge around using your time effectively, how do you make sure that none of your customer requests are slipping through the cracks and that your customers are getting the support that they need? Fast. With limited resources, it's really easy to start with a shared email address for support, but eventually that inbox is going to get extremely overwhelming, and it's going to be really hard for you to make sure that you're catching every customer request, even, especially when you're drowning in email. And email is just one of the channels that your customers are interacting with you from. You've got customers that are reaching out to you through the other traditional channels like phone and, of course, chat. And also you have social networks like Twitter, Facebook, and discussion boards. And no matter what channel your customers are trying to reach you on, all of your customers are just trying to get an answer to their question fast. So how do you make sure that you're catching and responding to every single customer request that's coming in from all of these different channels? And when you're trying to respond to your customers quickly, how do you make sure that you're providing the best and most current answer? If you need to find the most current information, right now you might just ping a coworker on Skype or try to find a team email that you remember receiving. All of this becomes really inefficient. So how do you build a library of all the most up-to-date information so that you can keep it all in one place and find it at your fingertips? And as things change quickly in your company, how do you get insights into how your customer service is performing? Or what about the things that impact your business, the kinds of topics that customers are reaching out to you about on a regular basis? How do you currently measure success over time so that you adjust your services and products and continue to build something that your customers love? And lastly, if you're part of a small team or a growing business, you're probably not in the office all the time. You're most likely going to be on the road. So how do you continue to keep your pulse on support and provide customer service even when you're out of the office? What are some of your mobile options currently? Well, for us, the answer to all of these support challenges for small businesses is really Desk.com. Desk.com is the all-in-one customer support solution for small businesses and companies that are growing at an incredible rate. You can set up Desk.com in just a few days, and it comes with everything you need to provide customer service on every channel so that you can quickly get organized with support, optimize your process for your customers, measure success, adapt to your customer service process based on what your customers are telling you what they want, and grow your organization. So let's talk specifically about particular features of Desk.com that will help you solve the support challenges we mentioned. No one wants to wait to get their questions answered. Desk.com is built for speed. You can get up and running quickly and start churning through all these cases. In fact, later on, Matt is going to show us how easy it is to get set up with Desk.com in just a few minutes. When you think about how you want to make the most out of your valuable time, what you really want to do is boost your productivity, or if you have agents, your agents' productivity, so that everyone can respond to customers faster. Desk.com comes out of the box with a variety of productivity tools. For example, a macro, which is a shortcut that allows an agent to perform multiple actions with just one click. We also have things like bulk edit, case routing, filters, automations. All of these tools will help you focus on cases that matter most to you so you can respond to frequently asked questions faster. But going fast is only one piece of the equation. To make sure that you're catching every customer interaction, Desk.com's universal inbox pulls all of your support cases coming in from every channel into one place. Whether cases are coming in via emails, phone, chat, social tweets, and Facebook posts, you can use Desk.com to interact with all of these channels in the same place. This ensures that every customer interaction is being captured and tracked so that nothing slips through the cracks. Even when your customers are reaching out to you asking for a live conversation, maybe that's via the phone or a live chat. Desk.com pops and prioritizes those live requests so that you can pay attention to them immediately, and it even helps you pull up information about the customer in the same screen. When you're responding to customers and you're looking for the most current information, you have the Desk.com knowledge base that allows you to answer every question consistently and correctly. The Desk.com knowledge base is incredibly easy to use. You can simply cut and paste, publish all of your knowledge articles into this one content management system and update them because we know that things change rapidly. These articles are searchable by your agents. And what's even better is that the same knowledge that powers your internal knowledge base, that also powers your external self-service support portal so that your customers can also find answers on their own. By providing a self-service option for your customers can easily help themselves. And in this case, we like to see it as your customers are finding answers on their own so that it's deflecting cases away from your team. Desk.com offers help center templates that are extremely easy to set up. It allows you to quickly upload logos, change the font, or add pictures to make this help center page look and feel like the rest of your website. You also have the ability to use Desk.com to make better decisions with some of our pre-configured reports and dashboards. Our reporting tool is called Business Insights. Exactly how it sounds, it's designed to supply you with all these important metrics so that you can make better business decisions. Business Insights comes with pre-configured reports, like I said, that will help you drill down in a number of different ways. First, you can drill down into individual agent performance. Or if you have different teams that are residing in different locations, you can also look at the performance of different groups so that you can start to optimize your customer service and provide coaching to your team. You can also identify customer trends so that you can see what your customers are reaching out to you about. There are also customer satisfaction and knowledge reports to help you measure how effective your customer service is. And lastly, with all these great information, you can segment and filter these reports to try to find answers to any questions you may have about your support organization or how your support organization is impacting your business. And lastly, you can't be chained to your desk as part of a small organization, which is why we provide a native mobile app on both the iOS and the Android to help you manage cases even when you're not at the office. These apps are equipped with end-to-end case management so that you can do things on the road like respond to cases, escalate them, or apply a macro and resolve cases in just a few swipes, all from your mobile device, because we know that customer support should never stop, even when you're not at your desk. So we talked a lot about small business support challenges and how Desk.com can help you deliver that fast and awesome customer service. But we want you to see all of this in action. So I'd like to hand it over to Matt, our all-star sales engineer, who will take us through a quick demo of Desk.com.
Hey, thanks, Kira. To set your expectations for today's demo, we're going to take a look at the customer-facing element, or help center of Desk.com, move through to the agent experience, where we'll see ticketing over multiple channels, and some of the collaboration and efficiency tools involved. Then we'll take a look at Business Insights, our reporting tool, where we can get trends on agent performance as well as the product lines or types of inquiries involved in our support process. To close things off, we'll take a look at how we can get Desk.com up and running in just a matter of minutes. For today's demo, we're using ConnectMe, our fictitious company selling connected devices. And this is a multi-brand help center example. We're selling to ConnectMe Office brands to our B2B clients, and we're selling the ConnectMe Home brand to our B2C clients. And we've tweaked the content as well as some of the contact options for these customer bases, where we might want our end consumer base to try to help themselves and each other as much as possible, while providing our B2B base the opportunity for some of that hands-on channel support such as chat and phone. Now, the idea with the Help Center is the perfect channel is customer self-help. So we want a customer to land on this help center, search for what they're looking for, and hopefully find exactly it. But if not, they can reach out over these multiple channels. Now, as we go to submit a ticket form, we've already filled it out, but you'll notice on the right side, as we edit content within the search functionality, we're going to have it alter what we see on the right side based on what we type in. So that way, as we go to submit content, we're offering the customer one more chance to help themselves based on what they type. Let's pretend this wasn't the answer we're looking for, and we'll submit the case. Now, before we follow that through, we often get the question of what happens if customers want to review their own cases? Well, we can absolutely do that with our My Cases functionality. So as we log in, we'll just do a quick login with Facebook here. They can review their existing cases, as well as key profile information, be able to update these cases, as well as see the existing status of them, who's assigned to them, and address them from there. Now moving on to our ticketing interface, we see right away that Jamie's case has come in here, and it's been flagged with a VIP label. That's an example of workflow happening behind the scenes, recognizing Jamie as a VIP customer, changing the priority of the case, and applying a label automatically. But this workflow engine is very powerful. It runs on multiple different event triggers, has conditions across the board based on custom field, label value, email properties, you name it, and can take any actions such as escalation, notification, automatic assignment, so that we can get your cases to the appropriate spot to be addressed. Now on the left-hand side, we're taking a look at filter views. And you can think of these as living searches. They're going to display the exact cases that you're looking for, so we can provide to the agents exactly what's relevant for them. In this case, I'm seeing a broad inbox of multiple channels, my email, Twitter, Facebook, phone call, community Q&A, all in the same single interface. And then I've got a more narrow view of those exact cases assigned to me. And the key thing is that you're able to create as well as permission these filter views so that you can provide the optimum experience for your agents. Now, as we go to take a look at this case, I see it's the new status, and we'll open this up. And with the statuses, we track them through from new through to resolved. So a new case hasn't yet been opened. Once we open it, it's open status, indicating it still needs attention, but someone's looked at it. No cherry picking allowed. And then the pending status when we're waiting on a third party. That could be the customer. That could be a third-party internal team to take place on the case. That could be a process to run through. And then when we assume the case done, we'll resolve it. Now, Desk.com is all about promoting efficiency. And we saw some of that with the customer-facing element, the ticket deflection capabilities there. But we also find that internally, it's about access to knowledge and then efficiency tools to address the case. And that access to knowledge starts with detailed information on our customer. We see Jamie as the CTO, basic contact information, VIP customer is indicated with a custom field value, as well as rich data from Salesforce, which you're able to set up to get detailed information from the Salesforce.com platform, and not just from the account and contact, but from any related object on those records. Now we saw Jamie's personal information, but we also have the detailed account information for those B2B environments where it's really almost more important what's happening with the company than the individual we're working with. Now beyond that, we're going to have either label values and custom field values that have automatically been set. And this can be done by the customer selecting them on the web form as we did, or automated workflow running in the system. Lastly, knowledge is crucial in support. And here at Desk and Salesforce, we're really trying to encourage support teams to center their practice around knowledge. So to facilitate that, we saw knowledge living in the customer-facing element, but it's also going to live internally and be searchable as well. So as an agent, I can search for article content that might be relevant to me, find it within here, and as I open this, I can see I have both the customer-facing content as well as internal content. I can reference this as a link or even input it directly as text for my response in the case. Now I mentioned there's efficiency tools, and we just saw one of them. But let's say I really already knew this response and don't need to draw open the knowledge base. Well, we can enter it right in line using something called a macro. I just type pound, start typing the name of the macro, And it's going to go ahead and input my response for me. I see it's going to intelligently call the customer's first name, but it's also set all of my label and field values. So it's everything I need to address the case in just a few clicks. And we can go ahead and send and resolve this and move on to our next case. Now, that was email, but let's say we get a phone call within the system. Desk.com supports the Salesforce OpenCTI platform. So there are dozens of vendors that are happy to work with you in the Desk.com interface. So if I get a call, I can have it automatically screen pop to my customer record, address the phone call from here, and address the case. And with most phone partners, they'll be sending in a transcript or an audio file of this case included after the phone call is complete. Now, let's say this was a case that I really don't know the answer to and I need help. Our collaboration tool within Desk is the note functionality. These notes are great for communicating internally, but they're never going to show the end user. So now when I go to assign this to a different group or colleague within that group, and we'll just select Kira here. When I update it, Kira can optionally be notified. It'll appear in any of her personal case views, and she can go address that case. Now, as we know in a support environment, oftentimes we'll want to go look up something that had happened previously. So for that, we support an advanced search capability. I can start with just a quick keyword search here if I need to, but if I need more granular capability, the advanced search within Desk is very robust. I can search not just by keyword, but by an advanced keyword search, or even more granularly, I can search by any case property within Desk. Who it's assigned to, are attachments included, what was the subject, what channel did the case come over, labels, custom field values, date ranges, you name it. And not just on the case object, I can search my full customer base by the account they're with or the individual contact we're working with as well. And from these searches, what I'm going to have the capability to do is edit cases in bulk. And I can do this from either the search or the filter view. But if I go find every case of a given type, let's say this was all related to a bug that I've since fixed and I want to go address these. Well, we have bulk editing within Desk. So this way I can address many cases at once with a response, field changes, even apply the macro from here so that I can work through several cases simultaneously, all with just a few keystrokes. Now that we've taken a look at some of the ticket management capabilities within Desk.com, let's move to our reporting interface. And this is Business Insights. And this is a native reporting stack within Desk.com, offering some great flexible capabilities to see how my agents are performing, as well as what trends are impacting my business. And we'll start from the overview report here. Within our reports within Desk, we have the ability to customize the date range we're working within, as well as the granularity of that date range. And then we have the capability to filter any of our reports down to the relevant data that we want to look at. So maybe I want to focus on just the metrics for a given team within my system. Well, I can select that team and filter it down to show me metrics just for those cases involved with that group. Once I have my report filtered as much as I'd like it, if I'm going to use this frequently, I'm going to save it as a favorite report, which I can do here, and quickly save it to favorites so I can draw it up in just a keystroke in the future. And if I need to collaborate or share with a colleague, I'm able to download to a CSV, email a report to them, or send them a link to this report directly from the interface. Now, as Desk.com is a native reporting stack, what I have the ability to do is if there's a metric that's interesting to me, hey, I see the time to first response was just horrible on this Monday, I can open up all the cases that are driving that metric directly from the interface. And we can even go a step further from there. Once I've loaded up these cases, I can open them up and review the exact content that took place on that case. So not only do I see a given metric, but I can see what caused that metric. And if I need to go further, I can see the timeline and all the details of exactly what happened on this case to understand why we had such a long time to first response. Maybe I see it shuffled groups too many times, and there's a process improvement that needs to take place. Now, we took a look at the overview report here, and one thing to note is that all of our capabilities within Desk are optimized for multi-channel. Within our reporting interface, we can customize by channel, so maybe I just want to focus on my phone calls and email and chat. And then also when we looked at macro capability, we're intelligent per channel as well, so that regardless of how our customers are communicating with us, the agents and administrators are offered the same seamless experience. To conclude our demo, we said that Desk.com can be up and running in just a matter of minutes. So to do that, let's jump to our admin interface. To start off, we add our team members, so our various agents and users in the group. And it's as easy as adding a user, putting in their email address, deciding their access level. So are they an agent? We don't want them to have the ability to configure it. Perhaps a reporting agent, we want them to have access to insights. Or our highest level, the billing administrator, who can configure the account as well as change billing permissions. And then what groups are they a part of? We also create our groups and seamlessly declare which agents belong in which group, and it's a click button. And then we plug in our channels. And this is the beauty of Desk. I add my users, and then let's say I just want to set up my email channel. Let's solve for this overflowing inbox. It is just a few clicks. I hit add mailbox, put in the name for it, enter in my email address for that mailbox and its password, and that's it. I'm live on email to case in just a few clicks, and my default workflow and filter views within Desk work well. Now, if I need to go address the workflow and want to optimize it, which is something we recommend most customers just start with the default and work from there, but configuring the workflow is also quite simple. Let's say I want to customize my filter views a bit. Hey, this inbox is a little too broad. Let's narrow it to just the support group. Well, I come in here, I add a condition, and now it's going to be my group's inbox rather than just a broad multi-channel inbox. And then we said we can also permission these filters. So now I'm going to have this just show to the support group. Very simple and all declarative, no code needed for our workflow. Now, macros, as we said, were our bulk efficiency tool. This is where we want to have an action that takes every step I need to resolve the case, all done at once. And we took a look at our password reset macro, and I see it's doing several things for me. It's setting a label, it's setting my status, it's setting some custom field values, and most importantly, it's appending an article, which is just like a quick reply, but it's going to be intelligent per channel. And the way we do that is response themes. This article is being called by the macro, and it puts in my longer email response, as well as a unique chat response, or maybe I need to tailor it to be less than 140 characters for Twitter. I'm able to do so. And this allows the agent to seamlessly use macros across channel without having what we call macro sprawl. If I'm on 4 channels, I have 100 responses. I don't want to have 400 macros in the system. Now, perhaps most importantly is by getting a new ticketing system in place, especially if we're coming off of email, I can start to get relevant data elements. And we do those with custom fields and labels. So one of the most popular fields we see is just an inquiry type. Let's understand the types of questions hitting our system. I create this list-based field. I can use it in the agent interface. These values show in reporting, and I can even put it on my web form so customers can tell me the type of issue they're having, and I can then use it in our workflow rules and routing. But what happens if I'm trying to keep data on a case and I don't know the values that could be involved? Well, that's where labels come into play, and these are excellent if I need a freeform data tag. And so you see the bugs down here. It's a great use case. I don't necessarily know which bugs I might be selecting from, so it's an element where I may want to create a new label, tag all the cases associated with the given bug, and then I'm going to be able to go run reports against it. I'm going to be able to use workflow against it, search against it. All of these data elements run throughout the system within Desk. Now, we took a brief look at content, but just to highlight a few key things within Desk, I'm able to create content in a topic and then article hierarchy. And what's even cooler is we took a look at the multi-brand capability with Connect Me Office and Connect Me Home. I can easily toggle which content shows into which brand at the topic level, as well as the article level. So this way, if I'm running multiple unique help centers, I can seamlessly declare which content shows into which help center and only need to create a piece of content once. Then lastly, we said we wanted internal only content. This is where that's going to show. It only shows to the agents and not to the end customer. Now, something to keep in mind is as your team grows and expands, Desk.com is available in multiple languages. We're able to translate all of this article content by leveraging tools that are associated with Desk, key application partners, and then from Desk, run a multilingual customer experience. To close things out, we know that Desk.com isn't the only application you're using within your company. So we've created seamless integrations into multiple other companies that we know are the most popular within this space and continue to expand and grow this as we develop Desk.com. But whether you're using an authentication tool like Bidium, whether we're using Salesforce for our CRM, TalkDesk for our CTI capability, or something like Pivotal Tracker or Jira for our project management and bug tracking, Desk.com is going to have an app for that. Appreciate your time today, but as we said, Desk.com is something that can provide you awesome value, a customer-facing element for self-help, branded to match your experience, ticketing over multiple channels, collaboration, efficiency tools, reporting, seamless integrations to your other tools, and it can all be set up in just a matter of minutes.
Well, thanks, Matt. I think you did a fabulous job of showcasing the different features and functionalities within Desk.com, and I really hope everyone learned something out of it. I know I certainly did. I want to share with you a customer success story, BarkBox. BarkBox is a very disruptive company. They have a monthly subscription service that delivers all natural doggy treats and products for dog lovers everywhere across the nation. BarkBox experienced an explosive subscriber growth because, come on, who doesn't love doggy treats? They needed to find a customer service solution that can help them manage that influx amount of customer requests that are coming in from all different channels. And on top of that, they needed tools to help their agents work through cases faster with productivity tools, all 27 of them. Desk.com was a solution that helped them solve all of their support challenges. And at the end of the day, what they're seeing is a 90% retention rate, which is extremely important for a small business because you work so hard to acquire and get new customers, you simply can't afford to lose existing ones. With Desk.com, they were able to get up and running in less than a week and make Desk.com as part of their business operations. Not only were they able to deploy in less than a week, they were also able to get 27 agents ramped up, using Desk all within that same week. And in fact, that 1 week deployment time that I just mentioned is actually on the higher side. Our customers see an average setup time from anywhere between 1 to 3 days. After deploying Desk.com, BarkBox had the same number of agents, but these agents were now able to handle twice the volume of cases now. Same resources, same amount of manpower, but Desk.com just allows your agent to be more efficient. They're also using business insights to stay informed on the types of issues that customers are reaching to them about, and really using that piece of information to optimize their support organization based on that. So BarkBox can continue to grow and sustain that high retention rate that is so important to them so that they can continue to innovate on their product and make sure that they're providing that, in their words, the most awesome customer service ever. And BarkBox is just one of the thousands of companies that's using Desk.com to help them deliver excellent customer service fast and at scale. Companies from all different industries across the globe are also seeing success in their customer support, much like BarkBox saw. So I encourage you to experience some of the success that Desk.com enables. If you haven't already, make sure you download a free trial at www.desk.com and see for yourself how easy it is to get started. Remember, Desk.com enables you to maximize your time with easy setup and productivity tools. It helps you catch every customer interaction in our universal inbox. It allows you to provide a consistent and correct answer with your knowledge base, make better decisions with business insights, and always be connected because we have the mobile app available. If you have any questions on how to get set up, obviously we're here to help. But you can also check out our self-service support for Desk.com at support.desk.com.